Welcome to Joidala Fashion Guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a top or a bubu or a long dress, whatever, with a backless back like this. And then we have a drawstring instead of an elastic, so you can always adjust the drawstring is what you have. So if you want to adjust it, just pull on it to adjust it, and then you tie. So it depends on how open you want your back to be, then just adjust the rope. So this is different from the one with elastic. And then if you like, you can still have an inner bit. Alright, so let's go into the drafting proper. Hello fashionistas, welcome to Joidala Fashion Guys. So today I'm doing a tutorial on the backless blouse. I'm going to be using this piece of lining. So without further ado, let's just get into the tutorial. First of all, I ironed the fabric I'm using. So let me show you how I folded it. So you fold it into two straight. This is lengthwise, and then you fold again. That way we can have the front pattern and the back pattern separate. Okay, so make sure you iron it. So this is what so one is for the front, one is for the back, and we are going to be drafting both of them together. So the length of this blouse is 22 inches. So let's say we are throwing to be 21.5 inches, and then we are not going to have any joining at the shoulder. So first of all, I'm going to mark the neckline. So this is totally optional, it depends on you. So I'm marking 4 inches as my neck width, and then half of the shoulder is 7.5, and then from there to determine the length of the blouse, so I have 12 inches here. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to cut any part off. So for the neck depth of the front, you know, it's usually close to the neck. I'm going to mark I don't like it holding my neck so much, so I'm going to be marking 3 inches. Then I'll just connect it to this. So you can always use the neck depth of choice. Some use 2.5. So for me, this is 3 inches. And then for the back neck depth, I'm going to be using 15 inches. 15 inches. Then I also mark the width of 4 inches here. I can connect to this part, or I connect to this part, so depending on what you want. So that is all for the neck. By the time I'll show you how I'm going to cut it. So let's determine the opening of the arm. I'm using 12 inches. you do not have a curve ruler, and this corner you just mark 1 inch like this, and then curve it like this. So that is all for the marking. Let's cut it out. So let me cut out the angle first. So I'll separate and cut only the back. So this is what we have. So this is what we have. So the next thing is to cut facing. Now this is a part that usually have, for some it has elastic. So if you want to put elastic, you just determine where the elastic will start. From this down, like 3 inches. So you can mark 3 inches on both sides. So the elastic will hold it here, and then you can also use inner belt. But if you want a rope, then you determine the rope will come like this. So from here, let's say it come down by 2 inches. So the rope is going to come like this. It will come like this and come out from here. So we need to cut a facing for this. This is just perfect for it. So this is it. You can also cut facing for this front part as well. This front part, you can also cut facing here. Okay, but my major emphasis is on this part, so that I'll show you how to pass the rope. This is where our chalk mark is. Sorry, I don't have a bigger table that is close by here, unless the dining table. So I want to be sewing as well. So this is, place this on it like this. So you can use it to turn this part. So you can sew this on the right side and then I'll turn it towards the back. So assuming this is the right side, you know the way you usually use facing to turn neckline. That's what we are going to do here. I'm stopping it here because this is where I want the rope to come out from. So this method is not the elastic type. This one is the rope method. If it's going to be elastic, then you can put the elastic from here to here. But this is the rope method. So I'm going to stitch close to it and then flip it inside. So let's do that. So when you get to the corner, you raise the presser foot, then you turn it. You turn it like this, and then you continue until you get to the next corner. You raise it again and then you turn. To notch this corner so that it can relax. Just cut it till you get close to the thread like this. Like this. So at this point you can go and iron. So let me quickly iron it and show you. So this is what it looks like after ironing. So next is to create a casing for the rope. So I just fold it in small. Then I'm going to top stitch on it round to this point. So you can go ahead and also pipe the neckline, this part. So let me just blend this in. So just to do the same thing that I did before, just fold it into two like this, and then put your fabric on fold. I'm not going to be doing that because my major emphasis is on the rope side. So you place it on fold like this. Let the folded part be on this side, like this. and then you cut it out and sew it the way I've done to this side. So this is what it looks like on the right side. So the next thing is to get the rope. So this is the rope I want to pass through for illustration. So to sew the rope is also easy. You cut the length that you want. I want to believe that you know how to sew rope. You can mark 2 inches or 1.5 inches. You fold it in like this, then you fold this side in again and fold again, and then sew down. So that is how this rope was made. So once you have your rope, and your rope should be long enough, unfold. This is it should be long enough to go through the back like this. So what I have here, so you can measure what you have and just multiply by 2 or 3. I have 37 inches. Unfold. This is 33 inches. So whatever you measure, you can multiply it by 2 or 3. So after your rope is ready, you pick your safety pin like this. You stitch it on, you pin it on one side. And then we pass it through the channel. Pass it through the channel that we have created. So use your rope to adjust it. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the mannequin. So let's just assume that we have already through the neckline and then the sleeve area. So the sleeve area, you just fold it into 2. If you are sewing like this type of sleeve, into 2 like this. You fold it in first time and then second time. Fold it in twice, not into 2. And sew the other side as well. Fold it twice like this. So next thing is to close up the side. So you use the same allowance. So assuming 11 inches inside. Remember, this is for illustration purpose. So if I'm sewing on actual fabric, then I'll use my exact measurements. So for here to relax, you just cut it inside till close to the seam and stop, so that here can relax. So go ahead and repeat same to the other side. So much across. So don't forget to fold the down part of the blouse as well. Just fold it down. But I'm going to be stopping here. This is just for illustration purpose. So let's wear it on the mannequin. Let's see what it looks like. This is Joidala fashion guide. So this is our backless top. So we are just with this drawstring. So just to pull it. If you want more coverage, you just pull it like this. And then you tie. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. So I hope you find it helpful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share, and please subscribe to the channel if you are yet to. I'll see you again in another tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.